And Robert like, no, like I'm over you. And I guess they was arguing and they got in a real bad argument. So Robert tried to snatch the box and they was like, give here, now give my stuff. And they was arguing over it, and one of the guns was loaded and it accidentally shot Robert. And I'm back with another bitty. Oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. I should never did that. Alright, what's up YouTube? It's Ricky and I'm back with another bitty. Oh, as y'all can tell by the title, I'm gonna be telling y'all how my friend got Swiss cheesed by mistake. Oh! I know that title sounds crazy, but y'all gotta hear me out. So let's just get into the story time. We got my Care Bear with me. They just here for emotional support. Let's get into the video. So this happened back in 8th grade. So I was in 8th grade around 2017, 2018. No, 2016, 2017 is when I was in 8th grade. Starting 8th grade, you know, I was new here. I'm in Arizona, y'all. I'm from Detroit. But I moved to Arizona, like, in the middle of 8th grade. So I was the new kid at the school and stuff, black, you know. Arizona, it wasn't really that many black people in the school, so you know, I don't know, it was my first time being in a community with a bunch of people that's not my color, you know. Plus I was young, I'm like 13, 14 at the time, so yeah, I didn't know much, you know. Anyways, 8th grade, it took me about a week or so to make a couple friends. Yeah, so I made a couple friends and I started hanging around this group. Nobody in the friend group was black. I was the only black one, but in the group it was me and 3 other people. So it was 2 girls and 1 boy. We just gonna call the 2 girls Kayla and Jasmine. Okay, Kayla and Jasmine, those was my 2 friends. And then it was a boy, and his name, we gonna call him Robert. So yeah, I started hanging around Jasmine and, what was the other name? Kayla? I started hanging, if I said Kayla and Jasmine, that's gonna be the name. Kayla, Jasmine, and Robert. 2 girls, I started hanging around Kayla and Jasmine first. Kayla, she the one that said, come here, like, come sit with us. It was like first period, and I sat with them. And I was just, okay, they cool, you know. I'm just here. At least it looked like I got some type of friends, you know. Whatever. So I was hanging out with Kayla and Jasmine for about 4 periods. We had like most of our classes together. But my last period, Robert was in that class, but Kayla and Jasmine wasn't. So that's how I met them. I met Robert in my last period, and I met Kayla and Jasmine in my 1st to 4th period. And then my last periods was I was with Robert, and me and him became friends because he just looked cool. It's easier for me to talk to dudes, so I just be like, hey. Plus he looked lonely, so I was just like, what's up? And yeah, we became cool ever since. And Robert was pretty funny. At lunchtime, when it was lunchtimes, I would like hang out by myself. I wasn't with Kayla, Jasmine, or Robert, but I would see Kayla, Jasmine, and Robert hanging out together in the group. And I'm like, I don't know, I didn't think nothing of it. But one day, probably like 4 weeks into being at school, Kayla, Robert, and Jasmine came to me at lunch while I was sitting by myself and like, what you doing over here? I'm like, what's up, y'all? Like, you know, we was just chatting, whatever. All right, so that's how me, Kayla, and Robert all was just cool. We was all in the friend group, high school, not high school, dang, that's middle school. Okay, yes, 8th grade. Yeah, so everybody had to be like 13, 14. Fast forward, let me tell y'all something about Robert. Robert, he was a Snapchatter. I mean, around the time Snapchat was like trending and stuff, you know, everybody was on Snapchat. So I exchanged Snapchats with Robert and all of my friends. And just one of these days, you know, I kept seeing Robert posting stuff. Like, he kept posting knives, guns, 222s, 772s, he kept posting stuff like that. And just when we go to school, oh, mind you, Robert was like Mexican, white. I don't know what he was. He looked white. He wasn't black though. But yeah, I was just see him posting stuff like that. I didn't really think nothing of it. I'll swipe up on his story and be like, what you doing with that? Laughing. He'll be like, he'll probably laugh back. we didn't really speak much about that. You know, I just minded my business. Fast forward, y'all, Robert, he will always post stuff like that, you know, just stuff with violence on his story, but just posting the weapons on his story and stuff like that. I didn't think nothing of it, but y'all gotta keep that in mind. Mind you, Jasmine and Kayla had his Snapchat too. So yeah, and I didn't know them like that. I didn't know nothing about them. I was just their friend. So yeah, fast forward, going back to school, I was in first period with Kayla and Jasmine, and they was talking to me, and they were just talking so bad about Robert, because I never, you know, talked about Robert or anything with them, but they was just talking about him, talking about how he annoying and stuff, how he did to them in the past, just stuff like that. And I'm like, wait, what happened? Like, did one of y'all date Robert or something like that? But none of them dated Robert, but I guess Robert did date somebody that was like their sibling or something like that, like they sister or something like that, or somebody they know. I don't know. It was somebody, Robert was involved with somebody around Kayla and Jasmine. So yeah, they just talking about that and all of that, and then they still was hanging out with Robert at lunch and stuff, and I'm like, weren't y'all just talking about him? But I ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just hanging out with y'all because I'm using y'all anyway. It's like, I wasn't using them, I just was around them because, I mean, so that was my first time peeping, like, you know, that energy. One of these days, they just kept talking about Robert every day in first period, second period, after that. Sometimes I wouldn't be talking to him the whole time. I'll be on my phone. I'll probably go mind my business, but yeah, I'll see them talking about Robert. Like, I don't know, but I'll never tell Robert during my last period. Me and him would just be chilling and stuff. But Robert, one of these days, he just started looking sad. Like, we wasn't talking one of these days. I just went to my last period, and he was like in the back with his head down, looking all sad and stuff. Didn't know what was wrong with him. Like, I really didn't know what was wrong with him. Then I tapped him like, you good? And he like, I'm good. I'm like, I guess. I'm not finna get into the middle of none of that. I'm just like, okay. So yeah, that period I was just by myself, but you know, I ain't really care. But yeah, Robert, he wasn't posting much on Snapchat and stuff no more. Yeah, I don't know why, but I went back to school another day, and Robert just kept looking sad, and I'm like, Robert, like, you haven't been talking and stuff, like, what's going on? Then he ended up telling me basically somebody that he used to deal with stole one of his weapons. And I'm like, oh, that stuff that you be posting on Snapchat, for real? He was like, yeah, like they stole like both of my. And I was like, dang, like how did they get your stuff? He ain't tell me. He was just like, I don't know, like my shit gone. Like, he was so mad, so mad. I'm like, and then what happened after that? Kayla and Jasmine, they started back hanging around. No, they already was, I think. I don't know, we all started back hanging around each other, but everything was like weird and off because I'm the one that said, y'all, like, can we, I told Robert,
come with me to lunch, you know, you're not gonna be sitting by yourself no more. And
in my head, I know Kayla and them been talking about Robert, but I'm like, y'all don't need to be talking about him, like, that's fake. Like, we was a group, like, stop, I don't want to be in the middle of this. So I'm like, y'all come, let's go, like, be together at lunch. And every time I would do that, like, it just wasn't the same no more. We wasn't sitting down together and stuff. They'll probably, like, Kayla and Jasmine would leave. I'm sitting here stuck with Robert and he not talking, so I leave because I'm like, this is awkward, like, it's just weird. So I'm like, all right, it's really no point. I don't know what's going on with them. So when I went back to school and stuff, I wasn't talking to Robert no more because he was just looking sad. This went on for probably like a week and a half, and I was like, yeah, I'm not about to, you know, do that no more. And then Kayla and them, yeah, they just kept talking about Robert, and it was really nothing to really be their friend for. Yeah, so I just was by myself too, and they looked like they wasn't even too worried about it anyway. Like, they just kept talking about Robert, like. So this is the sad part. After school, it was like a big old argument, I don't know what broke out after school. I think somebody was fighting. It wasn't Robert or nothing. Somebody was fighting. Something big broke out, and like police ended up like coming and stuff in the school. So everybody it was after school anyway, so everybody that, you know, left school, we just had to go home. And the people, whoever was fighting or something, they got in trouble. But usually Robert, he usually sitting there waiting for his ride, and he was gone, but he wasn't in the fight. So I was confused, like, where's Robert? Anyways, yeah, I ended up going home. I went home and I seen Robert typing on Snapchat. You know when somebody type and then it pops up? And he typed, but he never said nothing. And I clicked on the message, and the head of the Snapchat character, it wasn't right there. So I'm like, oh, he must have made a mistake or something. I don't know. After that day, you know, he wasn't typing no more and stuff. I didn't know what went on. So, and this is around like the weekend. School wasn't even in no more. It had to be a Saturday. No, Friday was the last day of school when that fight broke out. And Friday, when everybody went home, he was typing. I guess he was already home or something, but he typed and never typed again. And then Saturday went by, and then Sunday went by, and I just haven't heard from Robert. He wasn't posting no more. Kayla and them was quiet too. So I'm like, oh. And then I went to school on Monday. And on Monday, my first period, the only person that was there was Jasmine. So I'm, you know, and she just looking like, I don't know, she just looked different, and she wasn't talking and stuff. She wasn't all giggly talking and stuff no more. So I'm like, you okay? Hey, what's wrong with you? You good? Where Kayla? And she's like, oh, you didn't hear him? No, what? And where Robert? Because I haven't heard from him either. I was trying to like get in contact with him, but I haven't heard him. And then I didn't even see him come in school today. I don't think he here either. So where's Kayla and where's Robert? But they wasn't, I don't know if they was the two that, I don't know anything. I don't know. I didn't know who fought. I don't know. I'm still clueless to this day. But yeah, she was like, you didn't hear? I'm like, no, what happened? And she was like, I'm going to have to tell you like after school. Okay. Yeah, the whole day at school, I'm thinking, what happened? What could have happened? I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think about that fight. I'm thinking about the fact that they're not here. I'm thinking about all week. Yeah, what happened? Like, and then I'm like, y'all was off. Like, everybody was off. Fast forward, I was waiting to the end of school because I'm like, I need to know what happened. Like, what is going on? So, school ended. And it's a bunch of police outside. A bunch of police. And I'm like, whoa, what happened? And then everybody like, get out the way, move, go home. Go, all the teachers like, go home. Mind your business, go home. I'm like, okay. Me and Jasmine, we met up after school, and she was like, I'm gonna go home, but, cause you know, she had a ride. Her mama was there. So she was like, I'm gonna go home, but if you wanna meet up at the park or something, we could talk there, cause I can't tell you like on the phone. I was like, is that serious? Like, what? What? I'm like, okay, because, you know, I ain't got nothing else to do. So after school, you know, we freshened up and stuff. We texted about an hour or two later. You know, we all outside. I love that feeling of taking a shower after school and just going outside, you know, after school, feeling, talking to your friends. It just feels so good. I met up with her. She met up with me at my apartment complex, and we had like a basketball court. We was just talking there at my place. Yeah, I'm just like, okay, what happened? What happened? Like, why we here? But she was like, oh my God, get prepared for this. Get prepared for this. I feel so bad. She was like, I shouldn't even be smiling talking about this story. But she was like, so I don't know if you know this or not, but Robert and Kayla used to mess with each other like about 2 years ago or something like that. Like, they used to date. I'm like, oh, like that's why y'all be talking about him and stuff? I didn't know that. And she was like, yeah, they used to date, but they like was cool and everything, but their relationship was like toxic and stuff. And I guess Kayla, she used to always think Robert was cheating on her. So I'm like, oh, okay, that part makes sense. And she was like, their relationship was toxic and stuff like that, and Kayla still got feelings for Robert, but it don't seem like Robert do. And I'm like, oh, okay, oh, okay. Then she was like, the Thursday before that fight had broke out, the Thursday, I guess she said Kayla wanted to get back with Robert because I had them hanging out together. I had them back hanging out together and around each other and stuff. So she started liking him again. I'm like, oh, okay, what happened? I guess Jasmine advised Kayla like, get your man back. Go get your man back, sis. Go get your man, girl. And I guess Kayla text Robert on Snapchat the Thursday. Text Robert on Snapchat and was saying like, I miss you, I want you back, or whatever. I don't know exactly what she said, but she basically was wanting him back. And Robert told Kayla, I'm sorry, but I haven't been feeling you. I got feelings for Raya. Robert! That's why you was talking to me at, why you ain't say that? But you not my type. You not my type. You might well get back with that girl. But I was like, that's news to me. So yeah, I'm like, oh, that's probably why the date, that's probably what he was trying to type, but he didn't say nothing. He ain't say nothing. He didn't say nothing. So I'm like, oh, okay. So what, that's why they didn't come to school or something? What happened? She was like, no, this is where the story got messed up. I was like, I hope they didn't fight about me or something. Like, so I was thinking that fight was probably them, but no, it wasn't them. It wasn't them. It's just, I thought it was because, yeah, like, yeah, I thought that was them. But that fight wasn't them. Still don't know to this day who that fight was about. But police was still at the school all way after that. So I'm like, what happened? Then she was like, so basically Kayla got mad and Kayla got really bad anger issues. So she pulled up to Robert's house and she know all of his stuff. She know his mom. She know everything about this man. She know where he be at. Like, I don't know much about Robert, but basically she ended up finding Robert and getting access to his pews. And I'm like, oh wait, oh, when Robert freaking told me his was missing, he didn't know who it was. But she knew this whole time that it was Kayla. Kayla stole his 223s. After that, I guess she said Robert was mad, which he was. He was really mad. One of them days, he ended up meeting up with Kayla trying to find her, and they got into a big fight or something like that. I'm not sure. I think I should have asked Jasmine if she was with them when it happened. She probably was. I don't know where Robert or Kayla at to this day. Well, I do know where Robert is. Robert, I guess he went to go find his stuff and he knew who had it. Like, he knew what Kayla and him text. Like, I guess he added it up. Like, okay, it must have been her because that's my ex. She know where my stuff at. I don't know how she was that sneaky about it though, but she mad because I don't like her. Like, it was toxic. I guess Robert ended up finding Kayla, and Kayla, she had the pews with her, but it was like in a box or something like that. And she was like willing to give it back because he blew up her phone trying to get his stuff back. And she was like, come get it. Like, it was toxic. She said after they met up, because Kayla all like, come get your stuff then if you need it back, la la. Because, you know, Robert ended up finding out that it's her. He met up with her to get her stuff. And this is where things went left. Kayla said, well, you're not getting these back until you get back with me, so I don't care. Or something like that. And Robert like, no, like, I'm over you. And I guess they was arguing and they got in a real bad argument. So Robert tried to snatch the box. And they was like, get here, now get my stuff. And they was arguing over it. And one of the guns was loaded. And it accidentally shot Robert in his stomach. Like, right here. And he got Swiss cheese. Like, he didn't come back. He was 14. That's like really messed up. And then that's when I'm like, oh, that's why they was missing that day. Whole time Robert was dead. And Kayla probably on a run or something. So they must have found out that, you know, she did what she did, or probably was doing an investigation. And that's why all those police was at the school. But, you know, this whole thing didn't happen at the school. Like, it happened somewhere else. And yeah, I guess Kayla was on a run. And yeah, I did not associate myself with them ever since. And my mama switched schools. She made me and my siblings switch schools. So I really don't know what happened after that. And I never heard from Robert ever since. But yeah, I heard that he didn't make it. He didn't make it. They didn't post nothing on the news about him, like, at all. And I moved schools, so nobody was talking about it. Like, that's really messed up. And Kayla, I'm pretty sure she probably got caught, but I don't even know where Kayla at. Like, I never heard from her ever since. And with Jasmine, I don't know, me and her just didn't talk. I didn't ask her, because remember, she wanted to keep, well, she wanted to link with me to even tell me that. I wasn't finna keep linking with her to talk about the situation. So we just, you know, and plus we switched schools. There's no reason to talk to her no more, and there's nothing to talk about on Snapchat. And then she wasn't posting nothing and stuff anyway. So that was that. Like, and that was really crazy. I never experienced nothing like that before. But Robert, I feel bad because he was really nice, but it's like he wasn't even my type anyway. And he wasn't even all that to be freaking arguing about Kayla. Like, it was not that serious. And I know Kayla didn't even mean to do that, but it's like, why is you stealing his weapons and trying to make him be with you? He don't want to be with you. That's really messed up. And it's now it's like, you can't even be with him because he gone. I guess it wasn't meant to be. But that's a sad way to find out that it wasn't meant to be. That's sad. Guess they had to find out the hard way. But rest in peace to Robert. You're still missed. You know, you was a baby. As I grow up, I think, like, dang, you was really a baby. I'm 22 now. You was like 13 or 14. That's, why did you, I don't even think that was his guns. That had to be his parents' guns. Because how, I do not know how, people in high school, not high school, like even like 9th grade, 8th, I don't know how they was getting access to these, you know, because in Detroit, I just never seen that. Maybe they had them, but I never seen them have it, the kids have it. But in Arizona, they had weapons, bro. 8th grade, everybody, I didn't know know nothing about that. Nothing about that. People getting drunk. I thought liquor. Why are you drinking that? That's for grown-ups. I did not. I was innocent, and yeah, I'm just new here. And yeah, that's why Arizona, it was just so new to me. I'm like, what is this? That was the end of this story time. If y'all enjoyed it, leave a like, comment what y'all think below, and I'll be dropping more story times on this channel often. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Follow me on all social medias. Y'all can click the link in the description so y'all can, it can be easier. Y'all can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube, and yeah, we out of here. Period. Ricky Raya is out of here.